But I do want to ask you about that part of your book because it freaked me out. Did you get a time period about where you saw America descending into deep
Chaos.
violence?
Chaos. Yeah.
Did you get a particular time period, or could you tell me a little bit more about that part of the book?
I'm reluctant to pretend to be a prophet, but I do know what Jesus showed me and what he told me. So people always say, they always frame it like it's my prediction, and it's like, no, I'm reporting. What I tell people? I says, if you got a problem with this, talk to Jesus. Don't tell me, because it's not mine. It's his.
Right. Because a lot of people make predictions and they're totally wrong. So.
Yeah. So he was talking about 1985 that this would be this more beautiful world would have come about in 200 years, and but the transition can be one of two ways. There can be God's preferred way, which is worldwide conversion, or the other way is global chaos, which would mean a huge reduction in the world population and for a while the well-being of everybody. And that's not far off.
So that sounds very much like Revelations.
I'm hoping that I hope I die before it happens. He said, I got a bunch of people I want you to meet. And so he called out with musical tone. Mm. And they came, and there was a group of them, and they formed a semicircle around us. And he said, they've recorded your life. I'm running through this quickly. There's a lot more, but
oh yes.
He said they've recorded your life, and they want to show you your life. So we proceeded to watch my life, and that was what I would refer to as a holographic projection of me interacting with people. And the interesting thing was that there were props, but usually not a background, only when the background was appropriate. So it's like people, it would be like,
that's the way it was for me too.
A boy, my mother at the kitchen table, we got tables and chairs and a floor, and the rest of the kitchen just isn't there at all. It's like
so hard to explain. But you're doing a good job of it. It's like the images just kind of pop up and you see, okay, here's me interacting, or here's me thinking this and being a part of this scene. But for me, it was projected into this starry sky. That's where I had my life review. And I just saw the scenes that I needed to see. Maybe not the whole life, but just, ones that were important.
But for me, it was in chronological order. And sometimes we'd go into a scene and see what happened to the person what happened to them after we'd interacted, or what they were feeling. We'd feel what they were feeling.
You went in chronological order. I went backwards. That's interesting. Okay. To your childhood.
Yeah. I hope and pray that nobody ever goes through what I went through, because I have never told anyone what really happened and what it was like for me. It was really bad. Really, really bad.
Oh, Howard.
And I think it was an incredible gift of love that God gave me to do that. Yeah. Because sometimes for therapeutic reasons, we need to go down to the bottom before we can see our way out for them. Not time for them to go to a meeting. They got to go to the bottom first.
Wow, so you didn't write about everything?
I went to the bottom, but I went into the cesspool bottom, and I'm trying to keep this clean.
Yeah.
I went to the cesspool bottom.
So you didn't write in your book about everything that you experienced in that realm?
I know, no means, and I don't talk about it. I get upset just thinking about, I'm not even talking about it, and I get upset, just thinking about it, because it was brutal. And I'm not just talking about, for me emotionally, I'm also thinking about all the souls were there, because they're my brothers and sisters. They're yours, not just mine. They're your brothers and sisters too. Your brothers and sisters are in that cesspool, and they don't see their way out. They're my brothers and sisters, and they don't see their way out. And there's plenty of people living there and in that direction right here and now, and I'm trying to do what I can.